Well, happy Valentine's Day. It's a perfect day for me to stop and think about things that I love. Isn't it wonderful that we have a day that we celebrate love? Too bad we don't do it every day, but maybe that's something I can pray for. I want to talk about what you love today. And in order to make you think about that, I'm going to give you a couple of my ideas of things that I love. Obviously, I love my husband, I love God, I love my children, I love my grandchildren, I love all of my family, I love my multitude of friends, both lifelong and new. We talk about that all the time, who we love. But I want to talk about some things in no particular order of other than people. I want to start with my love for our American flag. I am often caught driving across the Midwest in my car by myself, looking at the horizon, and nothing thrills me more than to see an American flag flying over a school, by a post office, high in the air on a flagpole, at night, lit up and waving in the breeze. There's something about watching the American flag fly in the sky or be held up in respect that just really touches my heart. I have to tell you about an opportunity that I had with the American flag. A few years ago, when my grandson was in high school, we had season tickets to the Twins, and as a teacher, I was selected to carry the American flag out onto the field during the All-Star game that summer. We were allowed to pick one person, and my grandson was the oldest, and he was the tallest and probably the strongest at the time, and I needed him across from me to help me carry this huge flag. We have pictures of it, but I can remember looking across the flag at my grandson and being thrilled at the opportunity to wave the flag in response to the American anthem. And I just remember feeling so entirely privileged to be out there with other people celebrating our American flag. It was really exciting. Next thing I want to talk about is not a thing. It has to do with people. I truly love my friends. I have had a lifetime of wonderful people, and I've got so many people that are friends of mine that I want to talk a little bit about their diversity and who they are and what they are. I started having friends back in school, and to this day, the class of 1965 from Muskegon is probably one of my favorite group of people. We have stayed in touch. We have held on to our lifelong friendships. We celebrate every 5 years at a reunion, and you'd be surprised at how many of us have made all 5 or continue to come in good health. It's kind of exciting. My friends during high school were in the band, they were in teen teaching, they were from church, they were from Job's Daughters. I had friends from all different areas of my life, but I have 8 friends in particular that I really have kept a lifelong friendship with. We travel together, we try to get together and share some tears and share some laughter every once in a while, and we communicate online, which is a wonderful thing for social media to be able to do that. These friends, these girlfriends, are very close. They're like sisters. They're an amazing group of people who have lived an amazing life, and they come from where we live all over the United States, but we always get together, and it seems like we just haven't been apart. Another group of people that I really enjoy are my sister-in-laws. I'm lucky enough to have had a first marriage with a man who had a lot of brothers and one sister, and Kathy happened to be born the day that we started high school, and she's like my little sister, and her sister-in-laws have embraced me as an outlaw, and I enjoy getting together with them as well. I have friends that I made when I was an Air Force wife. Many people from our Air Force time, I was married for 18 years in the Air Force, people from all over the country, people that became family because we were all a long way from home. And when something happened that was good or something happened that was bad, tragic, those are the people that we spent time with. So having that group of people in my life, I still communicate with them. I still get in touch with them every Christmas. And I feel like when they want to get in touch, we get in touch, and they'll always be lifelong friends. I also had the opportunity to make a number of friends when I was teaching. I have friends from the different schools that I taught in. I have a myriad of colleagues that I so respect and so enjoy talking to. And they are lifelong. They are friends that I would never, ever part with. Particularly the Native American teachers and people that I met when I was working on the reservations in South Dakota. What a wonderful opportunity for me to learn about a different culture, to look at history from a different point of view. And I treasure all of those people. They were students, they were colleagues, they were parents. It's just a wonderful group of people that I love. Most recently, my friends come from my church, and we share a faith. We try to connect our faith and our life. And these people have embraced me as someone that they like and they enjoy, and I certainly am blessed with all of their friendships. These people are of all ages. Many of them are much older than I am. Many of them are much younger. There are children in our congregation that I know the names of and speak to frequently. It's just an opportunity for me to share with another group of people. The one thing we have in common is our love for God and our faith. But we have lots of other things that we talk about as hobbies and interests and things that we want to be able to do together. The third thing I want to talk about as far as something that I really love is travel. I have had the opportunity in my lifetime to visit all but 3 of the United States. I haven't been to Alaska, Oregon, or Idaho, but I plan to do that. They're on my bucket list. But in the meantime, I have traveled with my parents, I've traveled with my children, I've traveled with friends, I've traveled as an educational consultant to different parts of our country, and I just never lose my love for the history and the architecture and the glory of our land that God gave us. I actually believe that one of the ways that I have traveled is through historical fiction. I love to read stories about the Civil War and how it was to live in our country at that time. I love to think about World War I and World War II, which were great parts of my grandparents' and parents' lives. And I think about the places those wars took place and the things that they were able to experience because of those great monumental times. Most recently, I got to travel to mainland Europe. My grandson from Minnesota and I visited my grandson, who is a college student in Barcelona, Spain, this fall. What a wonderful experience that was. I've never been to a place where I could see so many ancient, old things as I did in Barcelona. Things that have been there for years and years. Architecture that's so different. A language that I don't speak. And a culture that is so warm and loving. I really enjoyed my time in Barcelona. One of my friends that I talk about from high school has traveled all over the world. And one of the things that I most love is that she always posts pictures and gives us a visual travelogue of where she is or what she's doing. I love to live vicariously in those places with her, travel vicariously in those places with her, and see what she's seeing. I'll never get to I might get to New Orleans. I'll never get to New Zealand. I've never, probably will ever get to Africa or South America, but she has, and I love the opportunity to talk to her about the things that she's seen and visit with her about what she's learned and what she has found in awe. So traveling is something that I enjoy. I love it. I even like a road trip if once in a while I want to get out and look around. Our world is a beautiful place, and God has given us the wonderful ability to see it, and I love to travel. Before I end today, I encourage you to think about some things that you love, to think about loving and being loved and telling other people and showing our love for our admiration for other things. So I would say to you, live your faith, love yourself, love others, and until next time, think about my point.